Don't mind me. I promise you I'm a professional. I just
All right. Hello. There is a camera. That means I have to look at it, right?
yeah. Like honestly, like it depends on which one you're pandering more to.
No, more so audio. But if you know.
Oh, I can also like turn it into audio as well. You know, just
well, either way it goes. All right. Hey everyone, this is Rhylee. It has been a while. It's been a long time actually. My bad for coming to y'all a little late. My nerves are wrecked. It's okay though. It's okay. I am back, and I am back with a co-host by the name of Tiara. She is absolutely fabulous. I'm actually gonna give her the time and moment to come to you guys about who she is and what she is about, and you motherfuckers better listen. So here we go.
Hi, my name is Tiara Shanae. I go by author Tiara Shanae. I am a married, non-monogamous woman, and I write stories based on around Black love in the non-monogamy community. I am a eroticist, which is what I typically call myself. I write, most of my stories are very erotic, and I'm also an erotic poet also. I'm a mom of 3 as well, and I am very, very excited to start this journey with her. Yay.
With me, not you hoes.
Just to be clear.
Now, do you want to say a brief anything regarding the story, your book that you've been working on that is soon to be?
So if I had to give a brief synopsis of it, it is about 2 individuals who shockingly meet up with each other. Both of them have a lot of baggage, basically, and one of them has baggage to the point where it is a girlfriend that she's had for a very long time, and that girlfriend decides she wants to be back in her life, and they start this journey of trying to be in a triad, which is a relationship of 3 people. Not all of them will be romantically involved, but there's one person in the middle, and that would be her. She is the V. Well, she's the hinge, I'm sorry. She's the hinge in the middle, and the other 2 people are on the end, so they would just be dating her separately, but they would all be functioning as a relationship together. So it's a ride. I don't have like a full synopsis of it, but that's the gist of the story, basically.
Either way, you niggas better get it. But yes, this is just a brief little reintroduction of myself. I'm Rhylee Sue. You can find me at It's Rhylee, or This is Rhylee's Red Couch. Again, it's been a while since I've posted, done anything, but we are back, and we are back with a co-host. We are back with more structure and things ahead. Far as February 27th will be a small, intimate listening party. Again, small, so if you did not get an invitation, it's not personal, it's just something small and simple. So let's reel it in, and let's start on our topic of discussion, which is monogamous and non-monogamy. You have to excuse me, my nerves are still here for some odd reason. Like, I have not been doing this. But this topic was actually brought up to us by our co-host. Now, is there a particular reason why we did the subject first, or?
I mean, it's very, right now it seems to be a hot topic for everybody, and I, being in it myself for about 5 years now, I feel like I can provide some type of in-depth insight to a lot of people's questions around it, if they have any, and also clearing up any misconceptions that people have, because there are a lot of them in that community, and I just want to clear the air.
I love that. So we're going to start with a first question, honestly, or statement, question, whatever floats your boat. Bringing up the topic of how you were raised, and versus who you are and what you're doing now, in a sense. Like for me, I was raised in a very strict Christian household, one partner, and that nigga better be a nigga. Like,
facts.
Like, so as for me, it has taken a lot of rewiring in a sense and removing ideologies, the things that I was taught, and trying to be comfortable and okay with myself, because I feel like I'm going against the grain, and the grain being my parents or believe, you are. So it's a weird feeling for real. But from your perspective, how has that been for you?
I wouldn't say it's been a huge thing as far as my upbringing goes, because I've always been the rebel. So I've never been one to follow rules. So my family, the only person that is aware of this is my sister and my husband's family. But other than that, nobody else is aware of it, and I really don't care. I mean, I've never subscribed to how I was raised. Like, I'm not even Christian anymore. I am just a spiritual person, and I believe that all religions have a form of truth to them. Mm-hmm. So I don't subscribe to anything. So it wasn't really a deep rooted transition for me when I decided to do this.
That's understandable. For me, it's the total opposite. Total opposite.
I mean, most people exist though. So
total opposite. Still things that I'm dealing with in a sense where it's like being more open and honest about it, because it's also, I have like this form of guilt and shame, because it's like, well, being taught, I was told not to do this and that, it's not okay and that. So it's like trying to grow from that and move to a point where it's not necessarily saying I don't care, but in a sense to move like I don't care. Mm-hmm. And actually being okay with that, because you can move like you don't care and still care.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I care a slight bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I care just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad. It's not a lot. But I mean, you're going to. Like, it's a transition. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight. It's gonna probably take you years before you get comfortable in your skin and monogamy. So.
Okay. Hey, on our next question. Well, we were supposed to have a guest, actually, who was monogamous, and this question was geared towards him. So this will be geared towards my monogamous folks. Would you try poly, or is it not your speed? Would you try to venture out from what you have been brought up and taught, just off the strength? Like, just to say you tried it at least, or just to see? Because I know some folks are so rooted in what they were taught that they're also losing their selves. Because they're battling within themselves. Like, I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. But it's like, you know that that's what you truly desire. Like, or that's who you are. And like, yeah. Because I was actually talking to... hate telling my business. So bad.
Yeah, you gotta be open. You have to be open. You're on the podcast.
It's so bad. Real bad. I was talking to my partner, and he was just kind of like, it's going to be interesting seeing you actually live your life how you want to live your life without caring. And I'm just like, that's very interesting, because he brought up the fact that I limit myself. With him and every relationship, I limit myself. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Whatever that means. So there's that. Now our next question would be, though, how did it feel doing the switch?
That itself was a transition. Going from it just being me and him to sharing him with someone else, that was the hardest part for me, because I, again, was brought up where it's one man, one woman, we got a family, and it is what it is. But sharing him with someone else was not, I should say, an easy task in the beginning. So like, I crashed out. I'm not even gonna lie. I crashed out a few times because I didn't have anybody, but he was dating somebody, and it happened so fast once we opened up our relationship. And I was like, well, damn, I wasn't expecting you to find no pussy that fast. Damn. Like, Jesus, you couldn't give me a grace period? Like, it was just right on top of me. So, you know, dealing with that and dealing with all these emotions that I had never felt before. Oh my God. Like, it literally was a shock to my system. Like, I was just like, okay, I've never been jealous. Why am I jealous? Oh my God, I've never wanted to be vengeful towards anybody. Why am I vengeful? Why am I envious? Like, all these different emotions happened at once. And I was pregnant when it happened. So I was literally on 1,000. But that was the hardest part, is the sharing. And now, with being like 5 years into this, 5-6 years into this now, it's a little bit, I won't say a little bit, it's actually a lot better for me. It's a lot easier for me now because I've gone through all of the emotions. I've felt all of my feelings. I've, again, crashed out. I've yelled. I've screamed. I've cried. I went through every emotion you could think of. And now, with him dating again, I can handle it better.
Okay. Now for myself, I don't know how to answer that because I didn't transition to anything. I just entered something.
Just woke up.
Very interesting though.
I just woke up and was like, oh, okay, this is what you do? Oh, okay. Well, sure, fuck it, why not? Because technically I am single. Well, at that point in my time, you know, I was single. And the last person I was dealing with, it did not end well. So I was just like, all right, fuck it. And I meet this person and like, oh, I'm poly. Whatever the fuck that is. But but it was also like something learning for me because it's like I told them, like, I do get jealous. I do get possessive. I'm a little nutty. You know, these are things that I've brought to the forefront. Like, hey, you know, all I've known is monogamous being, actually, let me stop lying, y'all.
Let's try again.
Let me try that again. Technically, all I've known is being monogamous. Technically, that's how I moved, but that's not here or there. It's not here or there. What I'm saying is, all I've known is one nigga, in a nutshell. So it has been very interesting because I've been learning a lot about myself and like trying to reel it in a sense. Cause like, what do you mean you're over there? Why the fuck is you over there?
Yep, that's it.
Like, what do you mean is what you're doing? Like, type shit. And it's like, now I've been like able to actually check myself and be like, okay, Alicia, where is this actually coming from? Because this man has been the same person he's been from the jump. Nothing has changed. Only thing has changed is you, because you're entering something that is way out of your norm. And then you have to explain to people like, oh, like not even explain to people because I don't have to explain shit. But like, if you ask me or, you know, stuff like that, I'll just be honest, like, hey, this is what's going on. But it's like how moving from the part of like, the look in people's eyes and be like, are you okay with that? And it's like, it's what I entered. It's not like I was with that man for a long time and we transitioned to this type shit. In a sense, it was more so like, oh, this is what you're doing? Okay, I'm going to enter this shit. And we're going to see what this is about. Maybe I was doing it for the plot and here we are. I was doing it for the plot and here we are. I'm a very more so do it for the plot type of person. Sometimes it's not okay to do that.
Interesting plot though. It really is.
It's a very interesting plot. It's a very interesting plot that is something that I would not get into right now because we're going to need a diaphragm. We're going to need like bullet points of, you know, who's who, where they came from, how I'm, you know, we don't need to do that right now. But just know that I did it for the plot and here we are. But yeah, so here we are. here we are. Now, the next question would be though, has being non-monogamous helped you to grow or has it caused you to shrink?
It has definitely helped me to grow.
Okay.
I am a much stronger person. Mentally, definitely. Not saying I don't have my moments where my insecurities will take over. They will, sabotage me. I do self-sabotage a lot sometimes.
Same.
And yeah, so I do self-sabotage. So, but it has definitely made me turn a mirror on myself and say, okay, this stuff is something that you've been burying. You didn't realize you were burying it until you had to face it. You didn't have any choice but to face it. So I would say doing this, yes, you can grow as long as it's with the right person, because let's just face it, you can't do non-monogamy with everybody because some people will abuse it. And they'll abuse you in the process, and there is a such thing as cheating in non-monogamy, which we'll get into another episode, of course. But there is a such thing as cheating in non-monogamy as well. So it's enhanced me. It's enhanced my depth within myself. It's enhanced the questions that I ask myself when emotions happen. Now I don't just immediately dive into the emotion. I try to figure out where it's coming from first. That way I can properly handle it, as opposed to just being angry and just letting the anger take over. So, it's
sometimes you gotta let the anger take over. You gotta beat a nigga.
I mean, I get that for sure.
I'm really just throwing shade for when he listens to this episode.
I mean, hey, I agree.
You gotta
I definitely
be the
agree. When it comes to these men,
you gotta be the nigga. Or they'll embarrass you at Dave's.
For sure.
Announcing that you beat them.
Not you beat them.
Cashier looking at you crazy because he talking about something. We went to therapy for this. We ain't never been to therapy for this. What are you talking about? You said you wasn't gonna hit me no more. Cashier couldn't even ring us up properly. He was too deep into the conversation.
Not y'all having a whole plot at the grocery store.
There's no we. It's him. He just do the shit for the fun. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Because I'm going to hit you. Why are you doing this? You're perfectly fine. You got these people in here, I'm thinking I'm beating you. Like, how is that my fault? There's no conversation. You should know how it goes. We're just in line. Minding our business. You said you weren't gonna hit me no more.
Like, what? He gave the battered wife.
He did it so well.
Oh my God.
We went to therapy for this. You said you weren't gonna do it. It's an award-winning Oscar.
Oh my God, I would have loved to see that. Oh, I live for the theatrics. I would have loved it.
He just did the shit. I just left from the bar. He's up here. He's telling the young man talking about so how does it sound if someone says, I hit you because you make me angry? Like you just didn't do nothing to make me because you're not about to sit here and make me be out the abuser. I literally be getting stressed and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna leave you in the car. Roll all the windows up actually.
Again, that's why, you gotta have the right partner in this type of dynamic, because if you don't, it's gonna destroy you.
No, that is. And I've learned a lot about myself as far as like doing this and dealing with other people. Because like when you're living in your own space, you don't have things that trigger you. Because who's in your house if it's just you? Who's triggering you?
Exactly.
Like who's bringing up things that you thought you let go?
Right.
Nobody. Now you're in a place where there's people and you're just like, people. And they're bringing up things that you thought you never had to deal with. You're like, oh. Damn.
They say relationships are the biggest mirror.
Let me go to therapy. I do have a therapist actually. Let me bring this up in therapy. Like, sometimes I do be questioning myself, like, how did we get here? Like,
every day.
I have to like check myself though, cause like I get very easily irritated. I'm not gonna hold you. The smallest things irritate the shit out of me. Corey irritates me very well. That's playing, but like the smallest things irritate me, and sometimes I have to check myself because it'd be something minor, and my head is like, why the fuck are we doing that? But I have to like check myself. I gotta reel it in because it's like, okay, Alicia, you're just not. It's just not you. You know, you gotta get adjusted to other people's personality, other people's character, what they like, what they don't like, things of that such. Because it's not all about you. Yes, it's my world, and y'all are living in it, but it's not just about me. So I've been learning more so about how to check myself and be like, okay, because what is this? Most of the time, if I'm doing some shit or if I'm upset at something, it's something minor I just made big. It's easy to make shit big.
It is.
Especially when it's like, I don't have an outlet. Like, you have an outlet, you just don't use them. So a lot of times I'm checking myself because I'm so used to doing shit by myself. So I expect to move by myself. Like that's my mindset. But it's like I have to now get out of that mindset and realize like you do have a community if you think about it. But they can't help you if they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. You still have to keep a level of autonomy though.
Yeah.
And just, when you know you need to go inward, keep it to yourself.
Yeah. Of course.
But of course lean on them when you need to.
All the time. So that's where my downfall is. I'll do it instantly. I'm over the smallest. Like even if it's something we can talk about, no. I'm going to run. I'm going to avoid it actually. I'm going to dip out. I'll holler at you when I'm over it. Okay, tiptoeing in my Jordans. I don't care. Like, deadass. Like, I feel like sometimes I work better by myself. And in reality, I don't work better by myself. I do in some aspects, let's be real. But some shit is be like, I should have actually reached out for help. And then I'll hit myself with the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Here we are now.
You're human. It's okay.
So yeah, trying to get out of that. Trying to realize, because he brought up the fact that sometimes I'm not comfortable with discussing my sexuality. But he brought up the fact like you're in a judgment-free zone. So this kind of is the right place to flourish in that end. But it's like, how? I mean, y'all in my business. And it's like, y'all not in my business. But in my mind, y'all in my business. Y'all don't need to do that. But I'm learning that I do have to be more vulnerable. I have to be more open. I have to be honest with myself more than anything. And that's something that I've learned I do struggle with, because what do you mean? I have to be perceived. What do you mean you have to be seen, or people are aware, or they're listening? Like, you're listening to me? Why are you listening to me? Like,
you like eyes on you.
Yeah, and it's like, but why? Why don't I like eyes on me? Like, and that's where it's like, because let's be real, I am the shit.
You are.
But why the fuck can't I move like that? I could be in the mirror all day long. You're the shit. And it's like, I know. But why the fuck can't I move like that? And then I'm like, there's stuff that I have to bring more to therapy. Because again, like you were saying, it's not something that happens overnight. It is definitely a transition. I'm only 31. I'm figuring out some shit. This whole relationship thing is a big transition in my life of what I'm getting used to and adjusted to. Where it's like sometimes, I'll be out and about. Okay, you're flirting with bitches, have fun. And it's like, I want to say that, but in my mind, I'm a nutcase. It's like, who the fuck is this?
I can't hate either answer.
What is this? And then I reel it in. I'm like, okay.
But I think that's the misconception in non-monogamy, is because people think that you're not going to feel like that. Like, you should just automatically have conversion. No.
It's okay to feel like that.
It's okay to feel like that. But
What's
not okay is to act on those feelings in a very
Just dial it back.
Yeah.
You know,
just
gotta reel it in. Reel it in.
And then if it's a red flag, then be like,
Yeah.
oh,
Exactly.
The fuck is we doing around this bitch? Actually.
Exactly. Discernment. That's the key word, discernment.
Cause like, don't get fucked up. But it's fun when I do catch myself and I'm like, you're tripping. Reel it in, young lady. Reel it in.
Self-awareness is great. It's a wonderful thing.
It is. Not in therapy though. If you're very self-aware, you should probably try another therapy route. Cause you in there diagnosing your own damn self.
But they like that though.
What did you paying that lady for? She can't even help you. Go find another route. What is it called? A roaming or something? There's other routes of therapy. Find something else if you're already self-aware. Like, I be looking.
Oh, you got the timer on your phone?
No, I'm recording from my phone.
Oh, I thought he was recording.
Yeah, we both.
I have audio.
Okay.
That's where
the
mics are coming from.
Okay.
So we're doing a brief little intermission.
I don't know why I didn't think about that. I had to do the same fucking things at home, so I feel a little bit.
Did you start it back up?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't say nothing.
I like having the little brief intermissions. It's not I'm just trying to
say nothing for
add the content. You gotta add.
If you guys hear a male voice, it is Coriana.
Oh, that is a beautiful name.
That is not his real name.
It's not.
His name is Corey.
Yeah. Either way,
She's
it's a beautiful
the only
name.
one that can get away with it.
I call him Coriana. This is our photographer, videographer, audiographer.
You know what? That don't.
Yeah, he's a major help, a part of this. Absolute shout out to Jacob. He is in Columbus now, but he is still my editor and still pushing the shit out because we are a part of pointless entertainment in this bitch. Okay, so as long as we are aware, shout out to you, Jacob. You know, happy belated birthday. Nigga just turned 32 yesterday on February 16th. When y'all hear this, it'll be March 2nd actually. So, you know, shout out to that young man. We have a few more questions. I don't know, we have another question. Pros and cons for monogamy. Again, our person is missing. So if you guys can just comment, tell us what's your pros and cons about it, and we'll go from there. Now we're going to start our pros and cons of non-monogamy. Now, my love, we're going to leave this with you because I am technically barely a year in, okay? I am touching the tip of the iceberg.
How many years am I in?
Who knows? Coriana, how many years are you in?
Oh, you're not monogamous too?
Yeah.
That's why he's not my monogamous person.
That's why I'm on page.
Alright,
fam. Okay, we're gonna, for the sake of conversation, we're gonna say at least 2019, 2020, so 6.
This is a whole house.
This
is not a whole house.
Season.
This is the whole house. But yes, Coriana is a part of that non-monogamous. That's why he is not in it for the monogamous part. If I hear his ad-lib, it's because I love it. Now, I question that fan. Because I'm fresh, okay? I am a fresh pack of money out the machine. Right? You can't separate me from the other ones just yet. That's how fresh I am.
I can throw one, what is it, a con? The reality is not every relationship in monogamy is going to instantaneously take off like you know, that's what most people think, like, oh, we're supposed to be all this, that, and the third. Yeah, no, that shit, you know, it takes a lot, just like any other relationship.
Yes.
People like, God damn, that was the shit. You be like, one partner? Multiple motherfuckers? Hold on, wait a minute. Reel it in.
It's my two partners that I haven't talked to them the whole winter. Honestly, and for truly, like, I need to just, you know, like, well, it's me and my wife, and then it's them. It's like, yeah, so like, you
okay.
know,
Okay.
So.
Gotcha.
It's a group activity.
I mean, hey.
It's a group activity.
I would say the more the merrier, but that's not true at all.
Not at all. Now,
the more the worse.
Actually,
yeah,
hello.
or the worst.
Especially when it's unorganized.
Yeah.
A lack of communication.
Yeah.
Lack of communication. I'm not throwing shots.
Listen,
Not
that's just going to be a part of the pros and
but
cons.
it is something that I am definitely learning.
Yeah.
That with lack of communication, that shit can just go left instantly.
Absolutely.
And that's with any relationship. But if it's a group activity type of relationship, please communicate. I'm not saying nothing else. If you hear group activity, just know it's more than one person. That is how I had my first group activity with sex. Somebody else was like, "That's an orgy. That's a group activity."
Categorizing it as
That's a group
such.
activity. That's what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't care what your boy is. No. But yes. So what are yours?
So pros of non-monogamy for me are I get to explore, which I did not mention. I am bisexual, so I get to explore that side of myself in the way that I see fit, without my husband's involvement, which I was involving him at one point, but that's a whole nother situation. I'm not involving him anymore. This is all about me.
It's all about you,
Sorry. Absolutely. I want to be the main character in this story, so I drip main character energy because I am extremely dramatic. This is just who I am. It is what it is. But that is a pro for me, absolutely. The other pro is I love my alone time. So if he's off with another partner, that gives me time to be by myself. I get personal time. Yes, absolutely. Do what I want, however I want, not having to worry about, him needing attention, things like that. So when I was in a throuple at one point, and when I was in that, one of the pros for me was, okay, and he's probably gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I'm about to say it. I didn't have to suck dick all the time. Like that was the main thing for me. Like there's another person that can help me out sucking dick. Like I love doing it. Don't get me wrong, babe. Shout out to you. I love you. But there's another person. There's another person. So when on Tuesday when I don't feel like giving head, here she goes. She right here. Like you can still get your needs satisfied. So that's another pro for me. He doesn't like that, but that's a pro for me. Another main pro for me is, like I said, main character energy for me is I just like a lot of love. I like a lot of attention, even though again I like my alone time, but I like a lot of attention. I want people around me that I really enjoy being around. Balance. So yes, that's the main thing for me. That's the biggest pro, is just being able to explore and meet people, make connections, even if they're not romantic connections, just where you can just meet people and mingle and do all these things, So those are my pros.
Okay.
You have any pros?
I have pros. You got pros? Oh, okay.
I mean, if you don't got anything,
hey, if you don't have none,
I'm still learning. Yeah. I guess my pros. I guess for my instant, my more so pro is that I've kind of met people that I actually like. From him. So it's like, okay, I'm fucking with it.
You got all kinds of birds and stuff.
Yeah, flock together, something like that. I ain't flocking with you hoes. I don't fucking know, man. Because sometimes I feel like I be operating in my monogamous way type shit.
Well, then, let's move to the cons then. Like, what?
I don't know. The cons. I guess the cons for me would be more so of me trying to shake what I've been taught.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's it's not something that happens overnight. But I am acknowledging things. So it's like get out of that. Get out of that mindset. You can't operate like that.
So that would be your pro, actually.
Sure.
That would be your pro. Growth is your pro.
Growth is my pro.
Anyway.
Because I am growing a lot within myself. I'm also being able to feel more comfortable with venturing out Especially now, it's like I know, like, because I am bisexual. I don't really venture out on the girl side though. Like that's, it's, I don't know. It's like I be trying and I be like, I'm scared.
It's different.
I'm gonna go home.
Women are scary. I'm gonna say that on camera. Bitches are scary out here.
But
okay.
As he stated, I do limit myself. So now I'm trying to like operate without limiting myself in a sense. Cause yeah, like what do you mean? I limit myself. Now I gotta feel like I gotta show you I don't limit myself.
You gotta pop out of that.
I gotta pop out and show niggas.
Exactly.
I just think the con part, I don't know. I feel like when it's unorganized though, that's when like everything just.
Yeah, and I definitely get that. In my past relationship, to be perfectly frank with you, I've had at least like until this point like four separate like non-monogamous relationships. And when it's definitely when it's not organized, especially with people your age bracket that really don't know what's going on. It's only now that I can find people that can actually like understand like, okay, we need to actually talk about like how we feel and like it's just like it can be scary. It can be scary. Communication is
it's very scary.
But all in all, that could always be a pro or a con depending on
and then especially as an overthinker. So myself, I'm very much so an overthinker. I can overthink so many scenarios. I can pick which one I feel like is gonna happen, but like I know it's not going
this
to
one
happen.
On this day, this one on that day.
That's gonna happen. I already seen it. Seen it already. You don't even have to tell me. I already seen what happened. But it's like I can't move like that because most of the times, if not majority of the time, the shit don't happen. Sometimes when it do happen, that's because niggas is niggas. Let's be real. But most of the time, the shit don't happen. You just overthought a situation that was so unnecessary, and it created so much energy for no reason. Like there was one point in time, I took what he said very incorrectly, like very wrong. But instead of me addressing it, I just let the whole day go by without talking or saying anything to this motherfucker. And then the next day wanting to address it versus where he's decided where he wants you to address it right then and there. I'm not actually. I'm going to sit on this.
That's me.
Okay, let's be. But honestly, considering the parameters, y'all weren't that far away from each other. It's not that. It's nothing wrong with stewing it, especially if you don't know how to take it.
But no. Here's the thing though.
Yeah.
I don't go quiet. I'll still say good morning even if we beefing or not had a disagreement. I ain't say shit. Okay, radio silent the whole entire day. Not just nothing. Okay, nothing until I got off work and said I wanted to talk. So I'm saying. We
ain't gonna ask. We ain't gonna put it all. We ain't gonna ask. But how do you know?
It was something, and the thing was, it wasn't even nothing to do with him. He just triggered something that reminded me of my dad. And then.
Okay.
But if I would have addressed it right then and there, I would have had more so of an understanding, and I wouldn't have carried that energy into my next day. The thing is, I took that energy and I carried it into my next day. Versus where I just actually addressed it. Hey, what you said I didn't like, da 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 da. Then but I was talking shit. Okay, cool.
Which he does a lot.
A lot. But I took that shit into my next day, that whole entire energy. But in reality, it was just something. Is the fact that he did something I didn't realize that was still a trigger for me. And I was like, brought it up to therapy. Say, hey, you did some shit reminding me of my dad. Can we address this, please?
It can be a lot.
Yeah, but those all sound like pros. Those are all your pros, where you're learning and you're developing these new skills of communication. Yes, it's hard. Absolutely. Yes, like it's really hard to open up when you're not used to literally explaining yourself. Like you're not used to doing that. It's like do what the fuck I said and just call it a day. Like,
Hello.
that's just what it is.
Need
like,
nothing more, nothing less.
Exactly. Like, you don't want to explain why you feel like this. Like, just here's how I feel, and then you figure it out. You figure that out, and then we go about our day. But that's a pro for you. Is all growth. And I think that's one of the biggest pros of non-monogamy, is because monogamy, if you don't address it and you're just in your relationship, because as you've seen, there's so many people that are in marriages that they don't want to fucking be in. They're just in them because, because that's just what.
Well, only a monogamous person was here to defend.
Yeah, this would be a whole combo.
That's not why.
Exactly, it would be a whole combo.
I saw my grandma again. I bet you your grandpa was beating on your grandpa.
Exactly.
Next
cheating on her, had a whole other family down the street. It's like, yeah.
Not my grandpa. I didn't need none of them men. So I can't answer that.
That is, but I mean, that's the biggest part. Yeah, that's the biggest part of non-monogamy. Is it really forces you to open up. It forces you to face whatever fears you had, insecurities you had. Truths, right. Right, exactly. Stuff that you're not even embrace. Like, is there, but you just like, nah, I ain't about to deal with that. Like, it makes you sit that front and center, because if you don't, you're not going to flourish in non-monogamy. You're going to crumble. Like, literally, you're going to crumble. And non-monogamy it takes a lot of strength, people, okay? Y'all say monogamy takes strength? Non-monogamy takes a lot of strength. It actually does. It really does. Yes. You have to be a very strong individual, and if you are not, then you have to learn how to be.
Especially when you get in the nitty gritty of it, like you have multiple partners.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Balance.
Yeah, wait. You think you move in monogamy? Oh man, listen. I wish I could even remotely do that shit. Jesus.
Listen, I'm not as bad as I used to be, and I know I'm not as bad as I used to be, because when I went to go see my best friend in Florida, she was like, "Your phone dry?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm not used to that.
Oh.
Player.
I'm just chilling, man.
I'm just trying to.
I'm just chilling, but I also realized, like, I have a lot, because I ain't gonna fake, that man has been like, "Oh, go find, a man or whatever, like another," and I'm just like, nigga, I barely want to deal with you, and you want me to go deal with another Negro?
Yeah.
$2 million is a lot.
That's a lot.
$2 million is a lot. That's a lot.
No, I'm already emotionally invested in you. I don't need to be emotionally invested in another man. I'm okay. I was like, a woman, yes. No. A man? No. Actually, keep your penis. Keep your penis. I'm okay. That's too much work.
It is. Men and their egos, that is the biggest part.
What you mean? He says you can't see me today. He said I can't see you today.
I'll be trying to let the ego go. I'll be trying to let the ego go. I really do. Especially with myself, it's just be like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Just
that's the rough part.
Y'all be getting on my nerves. It is what it is. I love y'all at the end of the day, but just calm down.
Yeah.
Before
air this bitch out.
Legit. But see, that's what non-monogamy forces you to do, is to not air it out, like not air this bitch out. Like, you just like, okay.
Sometimes you gotta set this bitch on fire, okay? Sometimes you gotta let a nigga know you're not.
That's true. You do have to do that.
Down the street.
Absolutely, you do have to do that. And that's where setting your boundaries and stuff fall into play. Like, just making sure you set them and know what they are, and stand firm on them. Because if you don't, because I've had my boundaries crossed, which I didn't even know I had any. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. That was a con for me when I started, because I'm like, what is a fucking boundary? I don't know what a boundary is. I never even thought to have a damn boundary. I'm like, oh, I'm boundaryless. But then when you introduce other people, it's like, okay, I don't like that, that doesn't make me feel good, and I also kind of feel disrespected by you doing that. So there comes a boundary. Don't do that. That way, that keeps me from feeling how I'm feeling, and that protects me from crashing the fuck out. Because do you want me to crash out, or do you want me to be a nice bitch? Figure it out. So yeah, setting your boundaries, definitely a big con in non-monogamy. If you don't know what they are, if you don't have any boundaries, you have to set them.
And don't be a people pleaser.
No. Number one rule: don't be a people pleaser in non-monogamy. Don't do it. No.
You just setting yourself up.
Literally.
Or failure.
Literally.
No is a word in the dictionary.
Utilize it.
Exactly.
If you can't make it to an event because you already got plans.
No.
Exactly. No is a full answer. That's it. No, flat out. That's it.
This man is not as affectionate as me. And he be telling me no. But I be like, bitch, who you telling? Who you telling no to? But then I have to remember that's his boundary. If he does not want to be touched right now, he just doesn't want to be touched right now. And then my brain don't be registering. I'm not gonna hold you, but like, what the fuck you mean you don't want to be touched?
Yeah.
Right now? Nigga, I said touch me. But like,
that nigga I said touch me. Do it right now. I don't care. Do it right now.
Go into your head.
Actually, right now. But I have to learn, like, no. He has the right to say no. If he doesn't want to be touched right now, he don't want to be touched right now.
No, it doesn't have to mean no.
You know, or if he has shit to do, no. Fuck you, you know. No is not in my dictionary. I just want y'all to know that, okay? My daddy bald head. That's all I have to say.
Wow.
What does your daddy be bald head have to do?
I am spoiled, okay? What do you mean no? What is that? I don't know what that means. Not at all, actually. Because that don't make sense.
Can you define that in the dictionary?
Actually. Because what do you mean? I'm just asking my other niggas. No.
See, wait. You can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The beauty of non-monogamy, you can actually do that. Be like, oh, you don't feel like being bothered today? Okay, I'm gonna just go over here. I got another person to occupy my time.
In third side, it has to be said, like, you had to do it a little bit with some respect about it. Because sometimes you motherfuckers be setting themselves up for failure.
Okay, dead ass. You could have been about this the whole nother route, actually.
Because you just like, I'm gonna go this up and like,
no, like,
excuse me?
what the fuck you mean? You probably gonna fuck with that other nigga. Bitch, it's our day.
Right.
It's our day. When the fuck did that change, actually?
Right.
No. But no, that's all the questions I had. Questions. We don't have to end now though.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm just so shocked. I thought you had like at least
I
2-3
didn't
more.
have a lot.
Oh, that
of
was
questions.
it.
Oh, you know what?
But honestly, if we had the other person,
it'd
have been more of a dialogue. You know, we'd have a rebuttal. Somebody going against.
Next episode.
Next episode, because you guys, when you guys meet Nathan, you're gonna be like, wow.
I actually think we should get somebody, not disrespecting him, but he did say that he
works like every day. So we're gonna find somebody else. I don't know who, but when I find them, you will be found.
Who would like to jump on the fire?
You know, we will find someone who is into this, opposite of those things.
Nope, I'm not even gonna pitch that name. Never mind.
Good job. Good job. I feel like you read my eye contact. I know what it was.
Okay, I think I have a question.
Okay.
So, if you continue in your, because what you're in is, what is it called? It's called the
battery. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What's the name of what you're in? There's a name for what you're in. I think it's what Neo has.
No.
That's not what it is?
No.
Because y'all, none of you, like, it's not? Oh, okay. Well, shit, I thought it was the name of shit. But if you continue in the relationship that you are currently in, do you feel like is going to have longevity if the communication gets better? Or do you feel like it's just bound to just not last?
Honestly, I feel like if communication gets better and little certain aspects are worked on more, it'll actually flourish a little better than what it is.
Okay.
Because I don't want to say, because fuck moving with potential, but if it, like, seeing the effort and the work being put in, it's like, okay, this shit can go somewhere. If not, don't know. But like, again, it's my first rodeo, so I'm doing shit for the plot now at this point.
I mean, hey, you only live once, so
once.
you gotta do different things to see what it is that you like. I mean, what you're in is very interesting, I will say. I don't necessarily know if I have the strength for it. I'm not even gonna lie. I would really have to separate so many different things, because like for me right now, because we date separately, it's easier because I know we're only specifically looking for just one partner each.
Okay.
So, but if he were to have like a bunch of bitches,
it'd be a whole different story.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sick of
Why do you like that?
I'm okay. Because I'm a thug all day, every day. Exactly.
You be saying you a thug. I don't think you a thug.
I
though, for real.
am. Why do y'all like saying that?
Because you're not. You're not.
I am a thug.
softy.
I am an emotional thug. What are you talking about? I am a full-fledged thug. Nigga has emotions. I was out here selling work with Jeezy. What are you talking about? Sorry, let me not be so loud. I'm sorry. Nigga, I was cooking dope.
I didn't even know that.
I was not cooking dope. Please don't believe that. I did not do that. That is not my ministry. Actually, I am not in the kitchen. I have someone else in the kitchen. I like to delegate. I delegate somebody else real quick. Oh, they can do it. Not me. Never been that type of gal. Never. I'm on the corner selling it with you. I ain't making shit. And at this point, I'm delegating that too. Hey, can you go sell that for me?
My neighbors think I'm selling dope. How? I wasn't even on the corner like that.
I wasn't selling anything. You don't see me. But no. No, seriously. I couldn't even take my own self seriously.
I don't know why you tried that.
I tried it very well. I tried it. Hey, this is some new shit for me, you guys. Like, really new for me, because I am letting y'all into my business. And the thing is, y'all not getting all my business.
But you get snipped.
You're getting some of my business, though.
2% is a lot.
That's a lot to a nigga who's lactose intolerant. Yeah. I'm just saying. There's gonna be more of us. You know, more of us. All three of us. Okay, you're gonna hear Coriana in the background from time to time, and that's fine. Okay.
That is a very interesting name. I'm going to put that in the story.
Coriana.
Yes, I like that name.
And
honestly,
the problem is, I just
lie.
like adding Iannas to people's names. It's literally,
It just works.
it's no point. It's
I promise you, if somebody on the street called me that, I'd be like, "You've talked to her. You've talked to her, haven't you?"
Yes, I think I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna make
called him that on the phone. Somebody was like, "What did you call that man?" Coriana.
Yes.
It all started because we were neighbors, and that's what I just called him.
Yes, that's a very interesting name for a man. I read a story. His name was Cabria, and that's a woman's name. His name was Cabria.
Sometimes they get the acts like that.
Listen,
Sometimes
and it was a hot story too.
I named my child
He was
Coriana
fucking bitches.
in honor of you.
Coriana.
Don't know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl.
That's a
Just
nice
gonna see
name, though.
Coriana on the birth certificate.
Not even alive. That's a good name. I'm gonna use that for real.
But no, my goal is though, you guys, because we're gonna wrap this up, because I have karaoke to go sing, maybe, or beds crawling too. We'll find out. But we're gonna wrap this up. My goal is though, every other Monday or every Monday, an episode will be dropped. You just be on the lookout, whether it's video, audio. It's gonna be me and my lovely co-host. Y'all heard Arthur, okay? Y'all heard her. Okay, we out here writing, reading books and shit. Okay, I'm out here selling dope.
It's my specialty.
I am not selling dope. Please do not believe the hype. And if you tell my parents that, they won't believe you.
And then you get carried away.
Because their daughter they know their daughter is not selling dope. Because who has time to do that in this economy right now? I am not the one. My life is too busy to be out here cooking and selling. But what I'm saying is we're going to reel it in.
Very profitable.
It is. Be careful though. We're going to reel it in. We're going to reel it in. And we're going to end this show with saying thank you for listening. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later.